Hey guys, Armored Patriarchy here, being the best skeptic on YouTube, here to win the culture war and spread skepticism through the world. She's back. Hillary declares herself part of the resistance. Hillary Clinton announced on Tuesday that she takes responsibility for losing the 2016 presidential election to Donald Trump. Sort of. According to the newly deframed former Democratic leader, she takes absolute personal responsibility for her loss. She adds that, "I was on the way to winning until a combination of Jim Comey's letter on October 28th and Russian WikiLeaks raised doubts in the minds of people who were inclined to vote for me and got scared off. If the election had been on October 27th, I would be your president." Now, as a centrist like myself, I don't want to criticize Hillary too harshly for this, as, to be fair, with my very neutral opinion, there is some truth to what she's saying about the Comey letter and the WikiLeaks from Russia probably affecting the election on some level, but all the evidence that we can find shows that was at a very micro level. There actually wasn't a big impact from the Russian WikiLeaks. Now, to say the James Comey letter had a big impact has much more evidence behind it. So, while Hillary may have a point here, I would say, as a skeptic, I'm skeptical of her taking responsibility of this. In my mind, it seems like she's just trying to put blame on something else, instead of it being her fault that she didn't campaign in the right states, she didn't go to Wisconsin enough, that she didn't talk to the American people right during the debates, and she pushed an identity politics message that I've been criticizing and we know hasn't been working for the last few years, be it the third wave feminists, or... Okay, I'm having a hard time doing this, the whole fucking video, Jesus Christ. Anyway, Hillary, come on. Hillary, what the fuck? It really is like, you would have been our president. She really said this. She said that if these things didn't happen, I'd be a president. What an arrogant, shitty thing. Has anyone ever lost this bad and been so butthurt and can't accept that they lost? Like, nobody seems to be able to accept this from the left. Like, she's still here like, alright guys, I'm Hill Dog. I'm telling you guys, listen. I know some bad shit happened. I know we did some fucked up shit in the DNC and it came out in the WikiLeaks. My bad. But, you know, whatever. It's like, yeah, you were bad. The minds of people were inclined to vote for me and got scared. They didn't get scared off. It wasn't scared. They go, oh, you're lying about that stuff. The problem is that your whole narrative against Donald Trump, except for a policy versus policy, your whole fight was, I'm better than him. This is why. But when you came out as a liar, when you're accusing him of being a liar, it doesn't work, Hillary. You have to rise above him if you're going to play that game. Otherwise, you have to argue with him and win the people over, and Trump's just more charismatic than you. But aside from that, she takes responsibility. She also added that places that didn't vote for her couldn't get cell coverage for a mile. Now, I don't know if Hillary has any evidence for this. I'm rather skeptical of this claim, as I can't find anything saying that people didn't have cell coverage for a mile. What she does have going on next, she says, I'm now back to being an activist citizen and part of the resistance. La resistance lives on. The resistance, what does that even mean anymore? They just say it. They're like, I'm part of the resistance. Like, is it because Force Awakens came out? Like, I feel like if this was the 70s, everybody would saying they're part of the Rebel Alliance. Like, we're the Rebel Alliance. But it's like, okay, we're the resistance now. Yay! What fucking who are you resisting? What are you resisting, the president? Good luck with that. He's still the president. It's America, you moron. Really, what exactly is she resisting? She dragged her party down almost single-handedly in the last election cycle. Now she wants to be part of the cool kids crowd again. This is precisely what's wrong with Clinton and her husband, and what her husband understood. You can't hijack a popular movement with which you had nothing to do. Bernie Sanders? Maybe. Hillary Clinton? No way. But perhaps Hillary still has 2020 ambitions. Oh my god, if Hillary wants to run for... Please! Oh, that would be so cringe! Oh my god, you know how embarrassing that would be, old ass Hillary Clinton there in 2020? I got it this time, guys. I got it! I failed 2 times in a row. But 3rd time's a fucking charm. Republicans should be excited to see Hillary back in play, just as they should be excited that Barack Obama is making a comeback. Obama and Hillary helped raise a generation of Democrats. Now they'll salt the earth. Yeah, it's tough with Hillary because she really is. It's kind of a meltdown. I honestly feel bad for her. I mean that God's honest truth. I feel bad for Hillary. She's just kind of like someone who clearly had these huge ambitions. A lot of them came true, and then a lot of them didn't. And she doesn't know what to do. I mean, she put a lot of money, a lot of time into this. She knows there's a backlash towards Trump. She knows there's a negative stigma from the media and celebrities and stuff. And she's trying to ride the whip. But I don't think they're going to attach themselves to her again because they know that it's a sinking ship. Well, it's not a sinking ship. It's the Titanic. It's fucking sunk.
I spent decades learning about what it would take to move our country forward, including people.
God, Hillary's still doing that stuff with her eyes and her face and her hands, that awful shit that's just not appealing that she does. And, I mean, she's, oh God, just the most boring grandma ever.
Who, clearly didn't vote for me. To try to
Wah,
make
wah,
sure
wah, wah,
that
wah.
we dealt
Wah,
with a lot of
wah,
these
wah,
hard
wah.
issues
Wah,
that are
wah,
right
wah,
on the
wah, wah,
corner,
wah, wah,
like
wah, 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 wah.
robotics and artificial intelligence, and things that are really going to be up.
God, she has this, like, misguided confidence and misunderstanding of the world around her. I mean, they talk about Trump being delusional, and I can get that sentiment, honestly, with this Twitter and stuff he says. But at the same time, Hillary Clinton, I think, is far more delusional than Donald Trump. She lives in a fantasy world, like, entirely. Like, Donald Trump, I think, is just lying a lot of the time or fucking around or is told to say something. Hillary Clinton, I think, legitimately believes she some of the things in her mind. I think she sits there and she's like, this has to be the reality. This can't be any other way. If it's any other way, nothing makes sense anymore.
Ending the economy for the vast majority of Americans, to say nothing of the rest of the world. So, I'm now back to being an.
Yeah, it's what it is, guys.
Activist citizen and part of the resistance.
God, look at that smirk. Just that confidence of like, yep, I just laid it down. I'm the hill dog, baby. Hillary, the only thing worse than your political record is your personality on camera and around people and stuff like that. Hillary Clinton is one of the least appealing people who's ever been in mainstream politics. Say what you want about Bill Clinton, but damn it if that guy wasn't good on camera. I hate that it's part of the game, but this is what politics has been for a long time. It's not because Hillary's a woman, or that, she's an old woman, or she's not. It's a lot of elements. It's the attitude that goes into the way that she talks and presents herself that's the problem. If she would just come out and say, hey, I lost, I support the Democratic Party, I'm out, and I hope everything works out, I think that'd be very humble. If she should have done that when Obama beat her and moved on, but once again, Hillary just can't stop. But she's going to all those Broadway shows. She may be the mayor of New York for all we know at some point. And, I don't know. But guess who's back? Back again. Hillary's back. Tell your friends aren't going to really care. Whether or not Hillary plans to run in 2020 is important for the Clintons to give the impression that they still hold or will again hold some sort of power. The minute that they signal they are no longer relevant, every Clinton insider is going to start publishing books and giving interviews without fear of reprisal. That's actually a decent point. WikiLeaks raised out. What WikiLeaks did was expose the truth about a corrupt fraud she really is. Yep. Is this person ever going away? She's a caricature of herself. No, she is. She is like a parody, a caricature of herself. That's such a great point. Like, I don't even... Like, Kate McKinnon's version of Hillary Clinton is basically Hillary Clinton on Saturday Night Live. That is Hillary Clinton. There is nothing else. This is who this person is. There's nothing deeper beyond it. Her daughter, everything about it. It's like Bill standing back like, hey, I don't want any trouble. Can I just, like, go back to getting with girls? And I don't want to... Come on, Hillary, let's stop. But Hillary's like, no, Donald, we have to win. I mean, not no, Donald. No, Billy, we have to win. She's like a witch from a Miyazaki film, except a lot less charming. She's like an evil character from Harry Potter, except without as much motivations that make some sort of sense. She's like a great fictional villain, evil queen or Maleficent-esque being, but less interesting. Hillary's just kind of like a failed concept, but in a reality, in reality, actually right there in front of us as a real person. Fascinating, in that way. But, not memorable. Hillary, please, listen to me. Listen to Armored Patriarchy. I'm here to help you, Hillary. Don't do this anymore. Everyone's very skeptical of your views, and we're not going to win the media or culture war with people like you getting in the way and keep dividing us. Let people criticize Donald Trump for his mistakes and move on, Hillary. It'll really take a lot of the heat off you. But you just want to bring the attention back to yourself, Hillary, because it always has to be about you. That Clinton legacy, this royal family that they try to project, is something that I just can't go with. Anyway, this is Armored Patriarchy. Like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for enjoying my skeptical opinion on this. Please donate to my Patreon. Go to Candid. Follow me on Twitter. And until next time, you guys go fuck yourselves.